Welcome, my dear friend. First of all, I wish you a good Sunday. It's a great honor to be with you. Today, I would like to discuss with you an issue that is a candidate to be one of the most important political events of the upcoming periods. This issue is important enough to start a new Third World War. Yes, today I would like to share with you the possible invasion of Taiwan by China and my various views on how this invasion might result in the interstate arena. And I believe that the political inferences I will make will be based on the dynamism of the interstate struggle in a solid political context within a decade. Then, if you are ready, let's move on to this very vital question. Now, we come to our first and only question. Our question is this: will China invade Taiwan? This question is very important because with this, world politics is automatically divided into two different poles. These poles are made up of supporters of the United States of America and pro-China. Other countries in the world will shape their foreign policies around these poles. For the last 20 years, the United States of America has been trying to dominate a containment policy against China through the Middle East and the Caucasus. Especially with the process that started with the invasion of Iraq and the effect of the Arab Spring, the United States found an area of action in the Middle East. However, in the civil war in Syria, the United States of America's progress in the Middle East was slowed down by Russia, which led to the opening of a brand new phase in the interstate conjuncture. Taking advantage of this power vacuum, China made the companies that do not do business with the United States of America dependent on it by giving cheap loans from the State Bank of China through other state banks and started to establish a brand new banking system. With the joint work of Chinese and Russian IT experts, they produced a system in which the money they paid stays in their own banks without visiting the United States Federal Reserve. These changes in the banking systems slowed down with the emergence of COVID-19. And this virus, which emerged in China, caused a slowdown in the European and the United States economies, especially the Chinese economy, and then a decline in production. The tendencies of introversion started in the economic structures of the states, and the taxes on export items were increased. In such a period when digitalization processes were renewed, Taiwan's political and economic presence gained importance. Taiwan is the place where most of the cheap production takes place. Behind the scenes of Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan, it was a message that Taiwan, which China considers its own territory, is an independent state, as well as preventing the possibility of a cheap crisis in the digitalization and innovation process of the United States in the future. A possible cheap crisis means that the United States loses momentum in the world competition in software and hardware, and Taiwan's inability to sell its technological products to the world after the possible invasion by China means that the technological superiority will be lost to China. In order not to lose this superiority, America will first keep the tensions between Pakistan and India ally, so that Taiwan is not annexed by China, and then develop its relations with South Korea and Japan to prevent China from intimidating the countries of the region through Taiwan. On the other hand, Russia's future nuclear threat to the countries of the region through North Korea by strengthening its relationship with China may lead the United States to make political and military moves that will strengthen paramilitary activities through Pakistan. Russia's effort to support Pakistan against India and thus desire to confront the United States' strategy of containing China with a shield tactic reveals a brand new conflict area for the instability in Asia to begin. China's naval exercise in the Taiwan Strait within a week of Pelosi's departure from Taiwan contained a political message not only to the United States but also to the South Korea and Japan. In this respect, the United States strengthening its relation with Pakistan and China strengthening its diplomatic ties with North Korea may facilitate the establishment of a brand new bipolar order through the Asia-Pacific line. Now, let's get to the question. Can China invade Taiwan? Militarily, yes. Would he like to invade? No. Because it needs allies in this region to stand against the United States of America. And it seems that North Korea's closeness with Russia and Iran is a unique opportunity for China. Therefore, it will fuel its hostility towards North Korea in order to keep its regional tensions alive. In summary, there will be no conflict in the short term without a long-term Cold War in the region. It shows me that the efforts for establishing diplomatic relations with Japan and South Korea in Asia will increase due to the tiredness of the struggle in the Middle East and Black Sea for the United States of America. And then it provoked the Chinese people against their state with virtual fictions through media outlets. My last but not the least sentence: China, which is number one in the ranking of foreign states financing the United States Treasury, holds 1.2 trillion United States dollar of its approximately 3.2 trillion United States dollar reserves, including gold as United States bonds. War between the United States of America and China means the collapse of the United States of America economically. Therefore, this war is not profitable for both states. Well, I finished my analysis. So, what resources did I use? Let's take a look at them. If you are ready, let's move on to our bibliography section. Now we came to the bibliography section. I have a book that I would like to present you. It's called The Second World War. Here it describes the history of espionage strategies from ancient intelligence techniques to the present day, and makes some historical assumptions about which states used whom to create regional dominance and why usability behavior is so strong in this context in the Asian region. Especially today, you can evaluate these effects over the Uyghur Autonomous Region and see how the United States of America plans to rule out China in the long run. By the way, you can buy this book at any bookstore written by Christopher Andrew. Well, I showed you my main source. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions about this subject, which is called the China-Taiwan tension, but which is actually the China-United States tension, please put them in the comment section and I would be honored to answer them. By the way, do not forget to like and subscribe to this video. Your opinions are very valuable to me. Hope to see you next Sunday with a brand new Turkish video.